Update for today, January the 5th, 2026. So I'm still here in Central Oregon and I'm still visiting with Dad and helping Mom out with stuff. And today we went to another local restaurant. Well, at least I went and got some picked up. It was a pizza place and called Ciabelli's, I think I can't pronounce it. Anyway, they're a New York style pizza place and I'm not particularly partial towards New York style pizza. I typically prefer the kind of thicker variety. That being said, quite good. So if you're in New York style pizza, check them out. Let's see. I also, I've been pondering. When I was growing up, my great grandma, who at that time was like 102 or something to that effect, and this is back in the 90s, she, well, had a family member who was basically talking to her and recording like oral history type of things. Basically to just take some record of some of her stories. I don't know what happened to those videos or whatever came of that. I guess they were cassette tapes. And as a result, I obviously don't know any of those stories either. Which makes me wonder, maybe all these conversations I'm having with Dad, regarding with, again, using like chat AI to find little tidbits to keep him talking and keep stories going. If I were to tell you some tidbits about some of the stuff that he was telling me, about his past and whatnot, I don't know if anybody would find that particularly interesting, but I still might do it. If that would be something that would be interesting to you, stay tuned. Who knows? Because there are some really cool stories in there, and I'd hate those to disappear to history, and so that's something I very well might start doing. And last for today, so got a Christmas card today, and again, this is January the 5th, and this is kind of the end of a long saga. So, in the middle of December, right during the holiday rush, I get a call from my mom. The same mom who fractured her hip and can barely get around and is kind of stressed out about the whole thing with Dad and all this. So I get a text from her while I'm at work that is like, call me ASAP. So it happened to be near the end of my shift, so I, immediately call her when I leave. And basically the conversation starts with, "What the hell are you doing? How did you get your mail shut off? What?" So, turns out that a Christmas card had been returned to sender. And my mom in her stressed out state basically thought that, I, as the son, had goofed up something and somehow got my mail shut off. So I immediately go home, scrapping my plans to go to the gym and going straight to my mailbox to see, did it look like I had moved, or, hey, maybe all my bills are gone? No. Bills had found my way to my mailbox. Junk mail, flyers, grocery store flyers, except for my store because we don't send those out so that people can get mad about that and yell at us for that. But anyway, regardless, so all the junk mail, all the bills that were regularly there were there. It turns out, finally they left it in the envelope and they put it inside of another envelope and they sent the Christmas card to my parents' address because they knew I was going to be here during this time taking care of Dad. So it got here and I was looking at the envelope and it looks like the zip code for my address was scribbled in a little off-center in a slightly different handwriting or something. Anyway, somebody along the lines, and according to AI, which may or may not be right, apparently it was a postal clerk somewhere decided that for whatever reason that was outside the boundaries, and so let's teach him a lesson, slap a return to sender sticker on there, and send it back. Which then caused my my mother to kind of freak out, thinking I got my mail shut off after she had a conversation with somebody who couldn't get a hold of me, because I was at work after learning that my mail was shut off, all because of a slightly misaligned zip code and somebody who decided that was reason to send it back. I don't know what the post office rules are. Seems kind of weird, but definitely created a couple hours worth of family drama that makes a good story later, but God, fun in the moment. Anyway, that's all for today, and we'll catch up tomorrow. Take care.